Hi, I'm Karen with the Clearview Library District, and this is my little friend Owlie. He's here today to welcome you to Crafty Tales. Crafty Tales is a story time with a craft, and it's especially for little ones and their families. So we'll have a story first, and afterwards, we'll make a little Owlie for ourselves. Let's start with our story. How many of you like morning best, or afternoon, or maybe just supper time? Well, this little girl in the story likes the nighttime. Her name is Fiona, and she loves the night. By Patricia MacLachlan and Emily MacLachlan Cherist. Fiona kisses her mother goodnight. She kisses her father. She kisses Max the dog. Fiona sleeps. She sleeps for a long time. Then, when half a moon shines through her window, Fiona awakes. She gets up and turns off her nightlight. She turns off the lamp in the hall, and she looks out her window. Now she can see the night. Max watches her, but he doesn't get up. He knows where she is going. He knows Fiona loves the night. Fiona opens her French doors. The night wraps around her like a velvet coat. It is silent. It is safe. Stars slip across the sky. They light up Fiona's night. She looks for the Big Dipper. She looks for the Little Dipper. She looks for her bright North Star. Fiona listens to the night sounds. She hears the crickets' loud chirping. Far off, she hears the soft sound of a barred owl. Who cooks for you? And in the field, a mockingbird begins an evening song. First one song, then another, then back again. He copies the songs of other birds. Fiona calls to the mockingbird, hoping he will copy her song. He is quiet. Then he begins his own song again. Fiona walks across the grass to the garden. The grass is cool and wet. Fireflies flash in the dark. Fiona runs through the fireflies, her arms out. It's like running through stars. A huge Luna moth flutters just above her head. Moonlight shines through its lace green wings. Fiona reaches up to touch it, but it flutters away. Fiona's night garden is blooming. The angel's trumpet and the moonflower that bloom only in the dark. She touches the soft lamb's ear, silver in the light. Behind it, a spider has built a web. Droplets of water sit there like jewels. Fiona counts the bats in the sky. 1, 2, 3, 4. They dip over the pond, catching bugs. There is a moon in the middle of the pond. All around her, the frogs jump into the water, making the moon wrinkle. Plop, plop, plop. Fiona walks down the path to the meadow. Tall grasses grow on either side. She trails her hands along them. Swish, swish, swish. Then suddenly Fiona stops at the edge of the meadow. Ahead of her are eyes shining in the dark. Is it the neighbor's cat? A raccoon? A coyote? The eyes come closer, closer, closer. Max, cries Fiona happily. She puts her arm around him. Max has come to take her home. The two of them walk up the path between the grasses, past the pond, through the garden, and into Fiona's bedroom. Fiona gets into bed. Max curls up beside her. Outside, the birds sing. It's almost morning. The bats are hanging upside down in their bat houses. The owl sleeps in its tree, and the Luna moth folds its wings. Fiona sleeps and dreams. In her sleep, she smiles because she dreams about the night. Fiona loves the night. That's the end of our story. So now let's go and make a little owlie puppet. This craft is meant to be with a child and a grown-up helping. So let's start with the supplies. We'll need a scissors. We're going to need some round shapes that we find around the house. I found 2 caps, different sizes for owl eyes. We're going to need a marker, glue stick, and of course a paper bag for the puppet's body or head. And in addition, some colored paper. I found some brightly colored paper here and a sheet of white. Now, if you don't have colored paper, you can take your markers or crayons and color the strips that you're going to cut out. I almost forgot, you're also going to need a straight edge and a pencil. Let's go to the next step. With your colored paper, cut 5 strips 2 inches wide. In addition, you're going to want to cut 2 triangles for owl ears and a 3rd triangle for an owl beak. Take 4 of your strips, put them together, and mark on the top one the width of the paper bag with the straight edge on the end here, and cut off the excess so that your strips are going to be the same width as your paper bag. This is a good scissor project for little ones. First of all, have an adult make a mark about 3/4 of the way down the top of one strip and put them together like this. Then turn them around and let your little one cut them like teeth, just like teeth, jaggedy teeth, but not to go over the line. So just cut to the line, making jaggedy teeth. Again, not cutting past the line. Okay? And if you do them all together, you're going to have 4 of them done at once like this. Let's work on the eyes now. I've got my large cap, and I'm going to trace 2 big circles on the red paper. With my smaller cap, I'm going to trace 2 circles on the white paper. Now let's cut them out. Did you cut out your 4 circles for eyes? Well, then it's time to put your owl puppet together. First of all, get your glue stick and take one of your jaggedy colors here, and we're going to make owl feathers out of these jaggedy colors. I'm going to start at the bottom of my bag, and you want this side up, and I'm going to put this purple line of jaggedy feathers on my bag first. I think I'll do orange next. Okay, so I'm just going to glue the top. Don't glue the whole thing because you want to put it over the top like this so that you can see the bottom row. Next, I'm going to do a yellow one. Remember, just glue the top. I'm going to put that over my orange one, like this. And my last one is red. Glue the top of your jaggedy row of feathers and put them up above your other color. And see, you're going to have a pretty row of feathers on your owl. Next, your owl needs eyes. So I'm going to use my big circles first. Put a lot of glue on the back side. Make sure it's glued all around the edge especially. And put one on one side. And another one on the other side. Like so. Now he's going to need some white eyeballs, and we're going to put those in next. Glue your white eyeballs in. Just like this. Remember that marker? Let's put a little pupil in the middle here for your owl so he can see all the little animals scurrying on the ground. Look at, there's my owl's eyes. Next we had 3 little triangles. We need ears. So we're going to put the ears on next, and that's going to be like this on one side of the back of your bag, and let's do another one on the other side of the back of your bag. And then when you turn it over, there he is. He has owl ears. What's missing yet? We need an owl beak. We have our 3rd triangle, and we're going to put some glue on that and put an owl beak right in the middle of those 2 eyes on our owl, like so. He's looking pretty handsome, isn't he? Now remember that last strip we had, we can fold that in half like this and just cut a corner off because these are wings. Like that, just cut a corner off, and we're going to stick one. We're going to turn our bag over so this is going to be glued right in the crack between the folds here. So we're going to glue one on the front side here and another one on the other side. See, right in the fold here, right in the fold. Let's see. Now I'm going to turn him over and see how he looks. There we have our owl puppet. I hope you had fun today making Owlie, our owl puppet. Now it's time to say goodbye. See you next time.